I will terminate the Green New scam immediately. It's the greatest scam in history. I will stop the energy price hikes. I will rescind the natural gas export ban, which is killing your state, by the way. And we will have energy independence. You know, we were energy independent 4 years ago. Think of it. Energy independent. We're still going to be energy dominant. And I will cut your energy and electricity prices in half within 12 months of taking office. 50%. We have it. It's under our feet. We don't have to get it from Venezuela. We get it from Venezuela. It's not even believable. The whole thing is not believable. For most of American history, Pennsylvania was the commercial and industrial powerhouse of the United States. But year after year, globalist, radical left politicians and incompetents like Kamala Harris have waged a war on your Commonwealth. They've annihilated your steel mills, decimated your coal jobs, assaulted your oil and gas jobs, and sold off your manufacturing jobs to China and foreign nations all over the world. Under the Trump administration, we are going to take back what is ours. We will end the looting and pillaging of Pennsylvania and many other states all over our country. We will bring back our manufacturing jobs, our energy jobs, our coal jobs, our steel jobs, and our dreams. And it's all very simple. Starting in January, we will give our companies the lowest taxes, the lowest energy costs, the lowest regulatory burdens, and free access to the best and biggest market anywhere on the planet, but only if they make their products right here in America. If they don't, they have to pay a higher. And only if they hire American workers for the job. And they will. They'll be pouring. If these companies don't make their product here, then they will pay a tariff when they send their products into the United States for the privilege of competing with our workers and our cherished companies. We're going to protect our workers and our company. It's all very simple. We don't do any of this now. I was going to do it, and then COVID came, and I said, we got to fight that one. We did a great job with that. We got I got great credit for the economy, for the military. We were in no wars. Think of it. I started no wars. Everybody thought I'd be like in a war. I'll be in a war in 2 days. No, it didn't work out. My personality stopped wars. Stopped wars. It stopped wars in countries that we weren't even involved. I was able to stop wars with other countries that we weren't even that involved with, just by making a couple of phone calls. I saved a lot of lives. We will call this policy the Build It in America plan, because when foreign leaders and CEOs call me up to complain about our tariffs, my answer will be very simple to them. Build it in America, build it in Pennsylvania. We're going to build a lot. We're going to have all those hulks that you have all over the place, the big empty hulks that we have all over our country. They're going to be loaded up with companies. They'll probably be, honestly, they'll be ripped down, and you'll see modern buildings built, modern manufacturing built. The centerpiece of this plan will be a 15% made in America corporate tax rate, cutting the tax from 21% to 15%, but again, only for those who make their product in the USA. And remember, I got it down to 21. Everyone said it would be impossible to get approved by Congress. I got it approved by Congress, but I got it down to 21. It was close to 40%. I got it down to 21%. Nobody thought that was possible. Now, I'm taking it from 21% down to 15%. The companies are going to roar in because 21% is very competitive. 15% is really, it's amazing. I mean, companies are going to want to be here, but they have to be protected from other companies coming in from the outside and raiding the jobs, the products, and that's what we're doing with the tariffs. And for those companies who don't make their product in America, they will be forced to pay a very stiff tariff, and we will make it and take it. Hundreds of billions of dollars are going to come in through tariff dollars to benefit American citizens, and we're going to pay off debt and reduce your taxes still further. Again, I gave you the biggest tax cut in history. We'll be able to do it still further. And remember this, for decades, nobody paid, China never paid. one penny, not one penny to us until I came along. They paid hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs and taxes under me, under Bush, under Obama. They never paid. They never paid anything, nothing, not a dime. Hundreds of billions of dollars they paid. And that's just the beginning. We're a rich country, but we don't know how to be rich. We just don't know how to be, but we're going to be rich, and we're going to be richer than ever before. We're going to take care of ourselves. It's going to be America first. It's also going to be we'll help the world. We want to help the world. But it's time that we take care of ourselves. We owe $36 trillion. We're going to take care of ourselves. And I will never apologize for defending America. I will protect our workers. I will protect our jobs. I will protect our borders. I will protect our families. And I will protect the birthright of our children to live in the richest and most powerful nation on the face of the earth. And I will also protect our steel industry. If you guys remember, we were going to lose our steel. We had the worst policy on steel. China was coming in and others dumping steel onto our shores. And we would have had no steel industry left. And I put a tariff, a big tariff on all steel coming in. It was not good steel either. It was what we call dirty steel. It's bad steel, bad structurally, very dangerous actually. But they were dumping steel into our country, destroying our steel mills. And I put a big tariff and it all stopped when I did that. It all stopped. And we took in hundreds of billions of dollars, and it all stopped. And you know, we slashed foreign steel export. All these exports that were pouring in, they stopped to the level of about 25%. Nobody could believe it, and I hadn't even started yet. We were just getting ready. We were going to make this country richer than it had ever been before. You know, in the 1890s and 1880s, our country was actually the richest it ever was. They had to form committees to determine how are we going to spend this vast wealth. We had so much wealth, relatively speaking, so much wealth, more than anybody by far. And they formed up blue ribbon committees. How are we going to spend the money? We don't know how to spend it. Wouldn't that be a nice problem to have? And it was all tariff. We were a tariff country.